Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about Gerard Martin as Barcelona. They are working on his contract renewal. And as well, we're going to be talking about Frankie de Jong because yet again, we have an injury update in regards to the Dutchman. And then as well, we're going to be looking at a couple of interesting quotes from Lamine Yamal as he did give an interview. And there are some quotes that I did want to discuss on today's video. But guys, before I get started in the video, make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. Everything is posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you guys can stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. But guys, let's get straight into the video. All right, guys, let's get straight into the video and let's talk about Gerard Martin because according to Gigantes, to Gerard Romeo, Barcelona, they are working on a contract renewal for Gerard Martin. An initial meeting was held this week in which there were good sensations. Barcelona, they're currently satisfied with the work that Martin is doing and they considered him to be Balde's replacement. You saw that Hansi Flick has been giving him a lot of minutes. He has been giving him some trust, and he even had a start, throughout the season in Barcelona's opening 4 matches. Barcelona, they preferred him over Alex Valle and potentially even over Hector Fort. His contract does end at the end of the season, so Barcelona, they are, working to renew him. And it's very, very good news that Barcelona, they are working to renew these youngsters. Gerard Martin, he is sort of a similar profile to that of Alejandro Balde, but I like to view him as a more defensive fullback. Alejandro Balde is more of that fullback that overlaps and everything. But it's good to have fullbacks with similar attributes, but at the same time different strengths as well. Gerard Martin is that fullback that you would rather have if you want to be a little bit more defensive, and Alejandro Balde if you want to be a little more offensive. But it's very, very good to see that Barcelona are working on that contract renewal, and hopefully we can see that signed in the next upcoming weeks/months. But now, guys, I'm going to be talking about Frankie de Jong because there is another report in regards to his injury situation. Now, we do know previously that Frankie de Jong, he was set to return after the international break, and then we received reports saying that, hey, we have no idea when he's returning. The sensations were there, but he doesn't want to take surgery. But right now, a new report has come out saying that Frankie de Jong and Hansi Flick, they plan for him to start training with the group again next week. And he has been doing training sessions, sprinting, turning, and passing exercises with complete normalcy and everything like that. And there are good sensations in those individual training sessions, and all that is left for him to gradually be introduced into those group training sessions. But the thing is, we haven't seen him anywhere near the Barcelona social media platforms, anywhere near the training sessions. We've seen Ronald Araujo before Frankie de Jong. And so, even though these reports are, positive, we don't exactly know what's the latest in regards to Frankie de Jong. There's some reports that saying that we have absolutely no return date for Frankie de Jong, and then we have other reports like this saying that he is set to return to group training sessions or set to return after the international break. And so, honestly, we have no idea when Frankie de Jong is returning, and it's been so long since we've seen him. And it's worrying, but at the same time, hey, if this report from FFP Polo is to be believed, then he is set to start working with the squad very, very soon. And so, I guess that's good news in itself. But now, guys, the last piece of news I did want to talk about is about that Lamine Yamal interview, in which there are some interesting quotes. He talks about Nico Williams, he talks about Messi, he talks about his family, and even talks about Barcelona. He talks about his status as a player, and he talks about Nico Williams. He says, Nico and I like the same things. The same things. We like reggaeton. We like TikTok dances. I want to play with him every week. So it's a shame he's at Bilbao. And we know about that friendship between both of them. We know in the Euros, that partnership that they were able to develop. And Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal, that partnership for Spain was absolutely brilliant. And we do know that Barcelona, they are interested in Nico Williams. We know that they still want to go after the Spaniard. And we know that Nico Williams, as we talked about before on the channel, he has left the door open to a potential exit from Athletic Club in the future. And so let's see if that is going to become a reality. He even talks about Lionel Messi, and he talks about the comparisons between the two. He says, I like being compared to the best player in football history, but I want to be myself. Reaching Messi's level is impossible. And I like that confidence of him saying, hey, you know what? I like the comparisons. I'm appreciative of it. But at the same time, Messi is Messi. I'm Lamine Yamal. These are two different players. These are two players who are going to create different stories in football. And Messi's the GOAT. In replicating his level, his status, his stature is going to be virtually impossible. And he even talks about the iconic photo with him and and Lamine Yamal in the bathtub. It says Messi gave me some of his powers during that photo shoot, but I still have a lot to offer, and we're gonna see that in the next upcoming years / months / weeks. Lamine Yamal developing as a player, because we still have to remember Lamine Yamal is only 17 years of age. He has so much left to grow and develop as a football player. And if Lamine Yamal is able to just transcend and become an absolute world-class player, which he already is, he's arguably already among the best in the world, and Barcelona are absolutely set in the next upcoming years. And he even talks, for example, about that status at Barcelona, and he was asked, "You're valued at 120 million euros. Would you like someone to pay that for you?" And Lamine Yamal, he said, "No. That would mean that I would have to leave Barca, and I don't want to do that. I want to become a legend here." And I like that statement, and that basically stubbornness of Lamine Yamal saying, "I want to become a legend here. I am going to be staying." Because there are some youngsters that say, "Hey, the future's open. We don't know what's going to happen." Nico Williams, he said that for Athletic Club. Some Barca youngsters said that even in the past. But Lamine Yamal was adamant, saying, "I want to become a legend here. And if things continue to go in the way that they are going, then I definitely foresee that a player who could be at Barcelona for arguably 15 to 20 years. What a legacy he would have." And even, he has that slight dig at Real Madrid. He says, Barca being league leaders hurts in Madrid. And then he laughs. And it's always good to see, your stars also, having those slight digs at Real Madrid, keeping that rivalry between the two clubs exciting and everything. And the last piece of news I did, or the last quote that I want to talk to you guys about, is in regards to that humbleness. Because with those comparisons to Messi, with his rise to fame so explosive and so quickly, he talks about how he stays humble. And he says, "I go to my mother's house. She tells me to put on my slippers, to close the doors, to make my bed. She sets me straight." It's not only that, there were also some couple quotes from his grandma, and even a story about an octopus saying that, he wanted to buy an octopus, but his mother said, "No, until you're 18, no, until you're 21. And, it's good to see him so connected with his family and everything, because a good family environment is going to help you succeed and going to give you that environment to grow as a player. And, it was interesting to see these words from Lamine Yamal. He wants to be a legend at Barcelona. He understands those comparisons with Messi and, the pressure and everything, but he isn't worried about that. He remains humble. He has that family to set him straight and everything, especially his mother and his grandmother as well. And that relationship with Nico Williams is so great to see. But guys, that was it for the Barcelona news of the day. Definitely let me know your guys' thoughts on everything that discussed on today's video. What do you guys make of Barcelona working on that Gerard Martin contract renewal? Frankie de Jong potentially returning to those group training sessions next week. Very, very good news. But I don't know if that's actually going to be the case. There is some doubt in regards to that. And what do you guys make of Lamine Yamal saying that he wants to become a legend and he wants to stay at Barcelona? Good news for us Barcelona fans. Hopefully we can see him in the Barcelona jersey for many, many more years. But guys, as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.
Wow.